I'm live. I'm live. Hello, this is amazing. How you doing, guys? How you doing? This is me, Venti. I'm a life coach from Wanderfull Minds, and I'm here to teach you what I have learned. That's an interesting premise. But how I got the idea of teaching what I have learned is it's a bit egoistic, so I gotta be honest. Because when we teach, it's the easiest way for us to learn. So what I have learned, I want to teach you that. But is it egoistic if I give you a lot of value that you can take for yourself as well? I guess so, because that would make you better. Live again. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm. It's still weird, a bit weird when I do this. But it's exciting, and I hope you can hear me. Let me see. Here. I think you can hear me. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to go through different different um, different fields of the mind, how to navigate it, how to grow. That's the premise at the end of the. That's the outcome that I'm looking for you. I'm looking for myself as well. How we can grow as human beings, how we can achieve our potential, how we can be the best version of ourselves, how we can get out of patterns that we don't like, how we can be congruent with who we truly aspire to be. And it's not an easy job, not at all, my sir, not at all, my madam. It is a hard thing, but I'm here to teach you different ways how to do it. And I've been going through different subjects. I've been listening to people like Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Arthur Brooks. I'm going through my life coaching certification, and this is where all the information that I'm going to tell you right now is going to come. And a bit of a spin on it because there is also my personal framework that I created. I created that framework back in summer, and I didn't like. I was thinking about it, and now while I'm going through all of the details, and I was listening again and again to those people that I just shared with you, I realized that wow, I have something solid there. I just need a bit of polish to it. So I clicked a bit of. I have been polishing it a bit, and making it more practical. Because that's the idea of a framework, to be practical, so you can take it and apply it in your life, in your job, in your day to day, in the way that you come from point A to point I win here. Ooh, sorry. That's hard. That's mirroring. Oh my god. Okay, that's key. Whoop. Okay, I need to do it quicker. So from here, whoop, here we win. We're here. The thing is that yes, we want this. Oh my god, we want this, but it's never a straight line. It's a zigzag. We go down, we go up, we go down, we go up to eventually get here. The way we do it, it's it's interesting. That's our journey. That's the journey of our life, and being able to make quick decisions, it's the way to move. And that's one of the topics for today is decision making. Decision making might be the single most important thing that you have to do in your life. Why? Well, because decisions is what makes us move. We don't make a decision, we don't move. We can make a decision and not move, but we can make a decision and move. But if we don't make a decision, we don't move. That's 100% guarantee. So think about what is the last decision that you have made in your life. Was it a big one? Was it a small one? Was it, oh, I'm not sure what I want to eat today, so I made a decision. If you didn't make a decision, would you have starved? Probably not. But then it would have been the body saying, oh, hello, time to eat. I'm rumbling around. The other big topic for today is pattern recognition. As Tony Robbins says, and that's based on his teacher, it's success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. Recognizing the patterns, recognizing what is best for us, and recognizing that it is a repeating for us, then we can apply it more. Then we can do the same thing because we know that that thing is actually helping us. If we recognize a pattern that is not serving us, rather it's stopping us, then we learn how to stop obeying that pattern, crush it, change it, switch it. Patterns is how we live every day. Small little habits, rituals that we don't even think about, but they're just repeating, they're just happening. They're just in our mind, our subconsciously, we're just autopiloting towards home. Just like when you are coming back from work, do you think about the way you drive, or is it just an autopilot? Okay, just going here. Have you considered if going back home is there's a faster route, a faster option, a cheaper one, a more pleasant route, a more healthy route? That's a pattern, though. You have to recognize it. You have to think about it. You realize whether that pattern is serving you or limiting you. And having the power to recognize patterns is a game changer. Because when you recognize it, as I said, you can start thinking how to change it or amplify it. Because if this is a pattern that is making you feel proud, that is serving you and is filling you with joy and good and health and energy, amplify it, make more of that. Make the decision, man. That's the story at the end of the day. We choose the path, we see the pattern, we make a decision. Okay, this is serving me, this is not serving me. And when we make a decision, the next step, that's when the change actually can happen. It's not I'm thinking about it and making it happen. And that is making a decision and committing to an action. Committing to an action is how we progress. The smallest little thing, the smallest little action that you can make is 100%, scratch that, it's 100 times more than a good intention. So yes, decision making is super important. It is the game changer. But without actually putting the effort behind the decision and having that, you won't move. And how do we actually do all of this pattern recognition and actually making decisions and actually taking action? We need to have solid energy. We need to be in an emotionally charged, positive state. Because when you're like this and we're talking slow and it feels so boring, or I'm sad, or I'm anxious, I'm scared. What are the decisions that you're gonna make? What are the actions that you're gonna take? Instead, what can we do? Be confident, get in the power pose. Think about good things, jump, get energized. And when we have that energy, when you're in this peak state, we feel that we can conquer the world. We feel that everything that we can do, we can achieve it, even if it's the hardest thing. And those states will change. Those states will, will be constantly going up and down. But having the power, having the instinctive, having the built-in emotional management, and being able to switch as quick as possible from a low emotional state to a power and energized emotional state at peak performance, that's the key to success. That's the way we get to growth rapidly. Because we grow. It might be at a slow pace, it might be real quick, but we grow quickly when we are in a positive state. When we think about good things, when good things happen to us. But when bad things happens to us, we go down. We're tired. We have this saying in the back of the mind, oh, I don't feel like doing it. How are you going to move if you don't feel like doing it? So you need to change it. You need to say to yourself, nah, man, nah, I'll do it. I can do it. I will do it. I can do it. Just hype yourself. Get energized. The way we focus is where we move towards. If we focus on what's wrong, we'll think about only what's wrong. Well, if we focus on I don't want to fail, we'll search for all the different ways that we can fail. And we might be thinking, okay, I have the list of what I need to go around. But all you're doing is putting your conscience towards a brick wall. And where do you think you'll end up? Well, instead, switch it. Think about all the ways that you can succeed. Think about all the great things that you can achieve. Think about how your body will be healthy because you started this diet. Think about how much more energy you have and how much better you look when you go to the fitness 3 times per week. Think about where your career will be because you started on the journey to learn this new skill and you have practicing it, and this is the new achievement that you unlock and the new brain power that you have. Growth happens when we do listen to me. I'll say it a bit better because this is so important, and this is what I've been trying to do the last 8 months. It's not it haven't happened always, but I can safely say that it's correct because I've seen it with my own eyes. I can feel it with my own self. The way we grow is when we put ourselves in an uncomfortable situation, making this uncomfortable action, performing something that we have no idea how to do, but we do it because we had made a decision and we committed to this action. What happens at the end is we might fail at that, but we will learn, we'll grow. See, learning is growing. And when you look at it like this, there's no more fear. So what happens at the end is you grow, you get better, and next time you'll be better at doing that. And next time you'll be even better in doing that. Because repeating the same thing over and over, you get better and better. But there's a plateau, and repeating the same thing over and over, and you finally feel, okay, I'm great at this. Do you grow anymore when you do it? Or is it just another autopilot? You don't have the chill of, oh my God, I'm going on stage. I have to speak in front of people. No, you're like, okay, I'm going on stage. It's fine. It's like, okay, I'm gonna tell them this and that. The whole year, I have grown exponentially a lot. I have studied a lot. I have finished my certification process. I haven't stopped with that. I've been through several other courses like public speaking. Maybe it's not showing, but hey, what to tell you? I'm trying to get better every single time I'm here with you. It's not comfortable, not at all, but it's getting more and more comfortable. And every time I was scared and didn't do it, I fell into a slump. Every time I said, this is too hard, I don't feel like doing it, I did not grow. Instead, I had to fight back to get up. Because every time we don't do it, we might we might continue the plateau, but not doing it more and more and more will go down. Sorry, I don't have the fancy notepad. I don't have the fancy whiteboard. All I have is me in this shirt, which is actually super big, by the way, because that's the other thing that I have grown. I have lost 20 kilograms because I made a decision that I want a healthier life. And I took the action and went on a wild fit program. And now it's so I started back in April. So we have April, hmm, July, August, September, October. 7 months now. The program is 3 months. This is the seventh month, and I'm still keeping the diet because that's diet. That's what I learned there. Diet is not something that you stick to because it's a fancy word that you do it for a bit and then you go back to your old way of life. Diet is a way of life. So I have changed my way of life, the way I eat, what I eat, how I eat it, when I eat it. Oh, happiness is what we strive for. Being happy, isn't it? Otherwise, why are we living? I've never watched it, The Pursuit of Happiness, and that's actually what I said today to my wife. Hey, I would love to watch this movie. Isn't life a pursuit of happiness? We live and live, try to find things that bring us joy, or it just happens randomly. In this rapidly changing world that we live in right now, it's so important. Even more imperative right now to find what brings joy to yourself. What what is blissful in your life, and do that more and more and more. And doing that, thinking about it, I realized one amazing thing that is just so cool. I've been challenging myself so much lately, like the last 2 years. I've been challenging myself constantly. This year, the most in my life ever. Like every single week, I've been challenging myself to something new, something uncomfortable. And two, was it 3 days ago? I realized that the challenge itself, it's scary. It's a bit stressful. You get in your head and try to negotiate with yourself and not do it, but then you actually do it and you get a result. Like the result might be perfect, might be meh, it might be a total failure as an outcome of the action, but emotionally, oh my God, it has always been this amazing feeling in my heart, like pulsating with pride, with joy, with happiness. And I realized 2 days ago because I was thinking about it, and this is yet another repeating pattern that I have noticed from everything that I have studied and read throughout the week and listened to. It's just joy, 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 joy. List of joy. What brings you happiness? How are you blissful in this moment? Have you created your list of joy? And it goes back even back in March when I was working with my peer coach Brooks Jones, who told me write a list of 20 things that brings joy to you and a smile on your face. And I haven't still done it, and I will do it after I finish this. Uh, And I was thinking about it, and that's one of the things that I will 100% put on the list because it's just such an amazing feeling of success. It's like it was so hard to do, but I did it, and it feels amazing because I pushed myself there. I had to. I know, like, pull force. That's just you find your north star, and you always be pulled towards it. The north star is so far away that sometimes you have to find that pushing yourself to go in that uncomfortable direction and actually achieve it. And when you do it, oh my God, see, even while I'm talking with you, I'm smiling because I'm living it. Taking uncomfortable action is the way to grow. I love the thing, and that's mine, by the way. We don't grow when we lay on the bed, when we lay on the couch. We grow when we do the push-ups. They're uncomfortable, but help us grow. Next topic. Okay. Uncomfortable actions. See, there's no next topic. It's all connected because the next topic is abundance. How do we live in an abundance life? How do we live in life where we feel this amazing and we are like abundance is not I have a ton of money in my bank account because there are many people in the world that are very rich and are miserable, but there are also many people in the world that are dirt poor but are extremely happy. And you can relate back to India. A lot of people there are spiritually just on another level of happiness. It's just finding the purpose of life for them, and it's not in the material world. Happiness is in us. It's not in the material things. Dude, don't get me wrong. I'm personally not there, but material things are just things. They bring comfort. They make you happy if you give a gift or receive a gift. They're also distraction. They're a convenience. Are they joy though? That's a question for you. Living an abundance life is a life where you are connected, a life where you feel seen, where you feel heard, where you have people around you that share your vision, that share your mission, that share your values. There are people around you that you can connect with, that you can feel good with. Abundance is where you have the feeling of gratitude, feeling the joy. You already have it. You just have to search for it and do more of what brings you joy. That's an abundance life. Being present with your family, going to a nature walk, sitting down and doing the crosswords in the newspaper. Because when was the last time you did that? Or you loved it when you were little? Abundant life is when you smash your limiting beliefs. Because what are limiting beliefs? They are borders that we put ourselves in. No, I cannot go out of here. This is impossible. This is too hard. This is not for me. I'm in this box. Whoop. There you go. I smashed that belief. Now I can go here as well. That's what abundance, man. Smashing those beliefs, doing the uncomfortable action, and expanding your vision, expanding yourself, expanding what you can achieve, how you feel you can achieve it. That's abundance. And what can help you get there is you visualize abundance. You visualize the success for you. You visualize how you have a six pack. You visualize yourself how you make a pull up. That's something else that I did as well. So many years I have been putting on my New Year's resolution list. I will do a 10 pull ups. Then I was like, I'll do a one pull up. And I'll do a pull up. I'll do a pull up. This year I did a pull up. This year I can do three in a row. I know it's nothing special for someone, but it's such a huge thing for me. Since I was 18 years old, I wanted to do a pull up. I was never able to. Up until I think it was June. I even have a video of my first pull up. I was so it's such a small thing because I was like, I just want to see with my eyes from the top of the bar. And the moment I saw it, like, yes, oh my god, this is amazing, yeah. And I was visualizing it. Like, before that, when I was meditating, that was one of my visualizations. I I pulling up myself towards the bar and there feeling that the feeling of proudness, the feeling of joy, the feeling of gratitude for my hard work that I have put into to actually achieve it. When you visualize it, you already know what you're looking for. You feel the feeling, you see the outcome already. Your conscious is hardwired, and you try to pull you towards it. You try to make sure that you go there because that's how the mind works. Many factors, but when you give it the information and say, I want to go there, this is what I want this, the mind will try everything to get you there. We'll try to find the ways to get you there. We'll tell you, okay, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this to eventually get there. The mind is tricky though. I'm getting ahead of myself because that's the next subject is organizing your mind. Man, that's a deep, deep subject, and I so freaking love it. It's just, it's just so cool. Just realizing that everything is on us. Everything that happens to us is on us. From what we do to how we perceive the world, that's on us. Even in the worst situation, we can still perceive the world and look at it at the bright side of life. My favorite song ever. That's how I changed to a optimist. I think I told you on Monday, which probably you have never seen, but hey, I can tell that story again, and I will. That's a great story. We are the designer of our destiny. We are the designer of our outcome. We are the boss. And at times it looks so hard. It feels tough. Yet it's so rewarding. Putting the effort, making the decision, and acting on it. Progressing every single step matters. We drift away, we correct the course, we come back, we make a step towards what we want to achieve. That's what's wonderful mind, man. That's what it stands behind. Progressing today to have a better tomorrow. Because there has been so many times in my life when I said, I don't want to do it now, I'll do it tomorrow, and I don't do anything. So tomorrow comes and I don't do it again because I'm already on the course of not doing anything. Instead, I don't want to do it now. I don't want to do it. I'll have to do it. I will do it, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something small. That's progress that otherwise I would have not done. That's better. Just by doing that, I am better. Next morning, I have more progress than before. And we can tell our mind, hey, mate, do that. The more times we do it, the easier it will be for us to do it. Our mind learns from repetition. Our mind will always go to the familiarity, always push for the default thinking. If the default thinking is, I don't want to do it, it will always try to go into, I don't want to do it. But if you start checking yourself, and when you say, I don't want to do it, then you're like, no, I'm going to do it. And you do it 1, 2, 3, 5 times, 17 every single day of your life from now on, that will be the new default because that will be the new familiar, making the unfamiliar familiar, putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. That's how we grow. Making the decision and acting towards it, making the step one at a time is how we reach the top. I'll quote here. I'll quote here Tony Robbins. Direct quote. Decision is the tool that shapes your destiny. Yeah. If you don't make a decision, you're still shaping your destiny. But what destiny is that? Is it the one that you have envisioned and you know in your heart that that's your potential and you're living towards it and you're living at the best way you can live? Or is it a scared decision? Your scared life, your comfort zone, not pushing towards greatness, but hey, let me just live. That's fine. That's your decision. That's your destiny. You make it, you live it. Don't regret it though. Because regret, I wanted to create such a powerful analogy here because it's worth it. But regret is not. Regret is something that to be afraid of. That is something that you should be afraid of. That is something that thinking about yourself in 10 years and this situation right now that you are in, and considering, will I regret not doing it in 10 years? If the answer is yes, I will regret it, do it. You don't want to live with regret. Regret will eat you from the inside. Because, see, we only have this moment now to never repeat again. We might have the same opportunity a bit later in life, but this moment right now, it will never happen again. I don't even know what time is it. Probably it's 5:36-ish Bulgarian time on the 16th of November, 2025. That's never going to happen again for me. I can think about it. I can look at it in the video. I can try to remember it, but that's a memory. I cannot change it. It already happened. And the future has a million projections. No certainty. The only certainty is if you don't do it and you regret it, think about it. It's your decision. At the end of the day, you are the one in charge. You are the one that makes the decision. You are the one that has to act. Oh, there's another cool quote from Tony. Try to is expressing a desire, not a decision. So don't try. I'll try to be. I'll try to start waking up early. No, I will wake up early. I have set up my alarm. I will wake up at 5 a.m. A few days ago, I do wake up at 5 a.m. That's my morning time, and I love it. That has been a huge change in my life. That has been one of the big uncomfortable actions that I have taken, and because it has been so hard, it gives me so much more wavelength to grow. Uh, like I've been doing few days of waking up at 7, and it's hard when you go out of the groove. It's so easy to sleep in and stay until 7 a.m. But what I have noticed, the pattern is when I wake up later, my day just doesn't start the same way. I'm trying to catch up, and the middle of the day, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. So I told myself, no, I've seen this, I know it, I recognize this pattern, I need to change it. I decided I'm gonna start waking up every day at 5 a.m. That's my morning, that's my time. I feel good, I feel energized, I'm going to do it. And I started doing it again, and I've been doing it again and again. But the problem with waking up at 5 a.m., it's not a problem, it's just another thing that you need to consider, and that you need to go to bed early. The latest has to be 10 p.m. So at least for me, 10 p.m. is like the latest, and I'm really super tired already. I'm like 5-10 minutes away from falling asleep. But there were a couple of days in a row that I stayed until 11, and then on the very next day, I stayed until 12, 12 something. And when I was going to bed at that day, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, tomorrow I might have to sleep in just to catch up on my sleep, on my sleep." But then I was like, "No, I'm putting the intention right now as I'm going to bed. I will wake up at 5 and I'll get up at 5." And sure thing, I fall asleep. My alarm starts blasting at 5 a.m. I stop it and I don't feel like getting up at all. It's so hard, it's so heavy. I'm like, oh, I'll just sleep in 1 more hour. Come on, just 1 more hour. And then my conscious, already set up with this intention, it's like, nah, man, you said that you're going to wake up at 5 and you're going to get up at 5. So you better get up. And I did. And then I did it. It was hard. I Later on in the day, I slept in for 20, 30 minutes because I was very tired. And because I put myself in that uncomfortable situation and making that uncomfortable action, I felt so proud of my doing because I did it. It was so awesome. And the day was amazing afterwards. I did so many things. Even though I was tired, I finished so much stuff that I had in mind. So don't try, do. Desire is great. Decision is better. 40 minutes. I've been talking for 40 minutes, and there's so much more that I want to talk about. Oh, such a pity that no one is joining. I would love to see someone here and have a bit of conversation, back and forth. Few questions. I would love to. That's what I love. Coaching, just being present for that person, asking them questions, and just reflecting back what they have said and seeing that that moment is just priceless. That's that's so great. Framework. I call it RIR, RIR, RIR. This is a framework that I built for my big nemesis. My big nemesis, you don't know, but is I call him the procrastination king. The procrastination king is a tricky, slick, velvety voice inside of my mind that always tries to waste my time. Always there when when I'm slumped, when I'm losing focus, when I'm overwhelmed with so many tasks, and when I'm scared of not knowing how to do a particular one, when I'm sad, when I lack energy, he's there. He's nice. He's sweet. He knows me. He offers such a solace. Hey, hey, come. I'm over exaggerating, but I have I have noticed him. I recognize him. And that's actually the first level of the framework. Recognizing the voice, hearing the inner voice when he shows up, what he says, what he tries to tell you, what is your emotional state at this moment, learning everything that you can about your procrastination king. It's just a behavior that we have. And if we have done it for the longest of time, this is our default behavior. This is our comfort zone. This is our safe space. So our mind's design is to keep us safe, and will always try to bring us there. But that's our nemesis. That's the procrastination king. That's the potential killer. That's the person that not it's not the person. That's the thought that is a gateway. That's a gatekeeper to your success. That is the nemesis that we need to destroy. We need to recognize, and we need to stop listening to him. I'm not saying we'll be working 24/7 nonstop. No, we're not gonna give in into the temptation of the procrastination king. We're not gonna, hey, let me watch another video. Just one more video. Just one more video. And it's 10 videos later, and we're still in the time wasting bubble, scrolling and scrolling with no way out inside, feeling slumped. Our energy has been leaking out of us because that's what the videos do. I'm sorry, I'm here on the video again, but I need to reach out to you guys. I need to reach out to the world and scream and say, stop listening to the procrastination king. He doesn't have the best scenario in mind for you. He's not thinking about your best intention. He's not thinking about your potential. He's not thinking about what you want to create in your life. He's thinking about how you stay cozy and don't move an inch because that's the safest point in your life. And you don't need to make anything uncomfortable, anything that will make you feel stressed out. Nah, just chill and numb and breathe. Is that what you want? Sorry, but is that what you want? The moment you recognize the procrastination king, it's not game over for him though. He's very slick and he'll try to move. He has very many tricks, so that's what you need to do as well. Have very many tricks to interrupt him and interrupting the patterns that he's showing up. You eating while working, and are you working or are you eating or okay? I have a bit of snacks. Okay, oh, I have a snack. Let me watch another video. Is that you? Because that was me. So maybe stop eating. That's interrupting the pattern. That's a pattern that you can recognize in yourself. Maybe stop it. I have many tools for interruption. I have an anti-delay playbook with 30 amazing ways to stop procrastination. And if you ever watch this, and if you're by the 47 minutes, first of all, big heart, thank you, you're amazing. Second of all, drop me a message. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up free of charge. I'll just send you those and we can discuss. I would love that. And interrupting the pattern is a great way to create what I call level 3, reclaiming the day, having the ownership of your time, having the power, having the resistance, creating the identity that can fight off the procrastination king. Reclaiming the day is nothing more, nothing less than creating those habits that you can do with a no-brainer. Every day, showing up, doing it again and again and again, not because you feel like it, but because you are that person. Because you know that this is how you grow. Because this is how you get here, man, to the top of the mountain. This is what Tony Robbins calls pattern creation. You first recognize the patterns, then you utilize the patterns because when you know them, you know what to skip or what to make better. And third is you create the patterns. You create the movement that requires you to move. You create the little task of, okay, I'm losing focus. I'm gonna jump 20 times. I'm gonna set an alarm for 20 minutes and I'm be focused. Nothing else matters in this world in these 20 minutes. If the building is on fire, please get out of there. If your wife is in labor, please help her. But otherwise, I don't care. I'm here. This is focus time. This is pattern creation. So this is my spin of it. I didn't even realize that we have this. Oh, it's the same framework. It's just put in a different perspective. And I'm so proud that I've created something that Tony Robbins have created. Because I've recognized the pattern. I've recognized success, and thank you, thank you. I know that you're saying congratulations, Venti. You are amazing. Thank you very much. So thank you. Oh my god, it's 50 minutes, and I'm coming to the juicy part of organizing your mind. I'll do it in a minute. No, I'll do it now. This is my cheat sheet. This is the different things that I have put in to talk about. This is what I have been learning throughout this week. Not only like this week or just going throughout it, but I've been learning all of this for the last year. I feel pretty confident. I feel even better now that I've been talking about it for 50 minutes, and I want to talk more. That's great. That's great. Yes. Organize your mind. Such a cheat code. It's so amazing. It requires consistency. It requires awareness. It requires recognition, emotional management, behavioral change. It requires you asking questions to yourself and answering honestly. All right, let's see. Sorry about it. I mean, tomorrow me and my wife has a 1 year anniversary of since we got engaged, and the restaurant we booked. I'm not sure what's the name of it in English. It's like a dark restaurant, so you go in total darkness. You don't see anything. So I'm excited for this experience. So they just called to confirm the menus and confirm the reservation. Sorry about it. Oh, where was I? Organizing your mind. The requirements. That's where I was. The requirements of organizing your mind. What it needs, what it does, what happens. So because I was talking about patterns, I was talking about the procrastination king. Let's watch how something occurs. So there's an event that occurs. The event is I'm drawing a blank right here. Oh my god. It's good thing there's no one, right? Oh my god. Ah. So let's see what happens. The situation, because again, talking about procrastination and procrastination king, you're working, you're focused, and everything is flowing. But then all of a sudden, there's a ping on your phone. This is the event. The event is okay, the phone pinged. This event creates a thought in yourself. The thought is, hey, my phone is vibrating. One thought creates a multiplicity of different thinking patterns that you can choose from. From I'll just disregard it to who is it, to should I check it out, to let me quick glance, to let me see what's happening here. Whatever we choose from this thinking, different thinking patterns will create an emotion in ourselves. So if we choose, okay, I'm not gonna check it out, the emotion will be, okay, I'm focused, so I'll get back to my work, and this will drive the action that you take. But if we decide, think about, okay, who might it be, the emotion will be curiosity. So I'm wondering who it might be. So the action might be, okay, let me quickly glance at it. Or the thinking that we choose is, I'm just gonna see who it is, I'm gonna reply. The emotion that it will create will be curiosity. It might go into dark, because it might be like, okay, let me quickly see that. It will create an emotion, and this emotion will make you will create this action or inaction. And this action that we take, this inaction that we don't take, will create the outcome at the end. Everything starts with an event that creates a thought in us. This thought has a multiplicity of thinking patterns that we can choose from. Whatever we choose from creates an emotion attaching to this thought. And with this emotion, we move towards particular action or inaction. And because of what we have done, we get our result, the outcome. This is how our mind works. This is what happens every single time you and I are here. This is what happens when I decide, okay, I'm gonna go live. I have a thought, an event happens, okay, it's 5 p.m. I have a thought, oh my God, what am I gonna speak? I'm scared, but I'm pushing myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm scared, but I know that I'll be proud afterwards. I'm live, hello. And I have the outcome of me speaking for 58 minutes to absolutely no one, but it's so rewarding, so relieving, and it's just amazing. So what is organizing your mind? Organizing your mind is questioning your thought process, questioning your emotions so that you act the way you want and get the result that you're looking for. Because if you can check yourself at a thought and say, is this thought right now correct? Is it serving me? Is it me thinking about who is on the phone right now helping me get to finish the report? Because that's the outcome that I'm looking for. I want to finish the report so I know that this is done. I'm proud of it. and I can move ahead with my life without thinking about, okay, when I'm gonna finish this report, and I'm stressing about it because my boss is on my mind. It's like, oh my god, when I'm gonna finish it? No, I'm done. That's the result that I'm looking for. So organize your mind is okay. Do I need to check this phone right now? Questioning yourself. Is this true? Then questioning yourself, what is the empowered thinking? What is another way of me to think about this specific situation that is more empowering? So maybe I'm not gonna check the phone. Is this more empowering? So what is empowered thinking? Empowered thinking is thinking about what makes you grow, thinking about what brings you closer to achieving your goal, thinking about ways for you to be better and better and better. Empowered thinking lives in the growth mindset. And that's just such a deep, deep conversation of growth mindset and fixed mindset that I don't know if 1 hour would be enough to go into that. So next time, growth mindset. So consider it. Empowered thinking. What is an empowered way of thinking right now? Is there an alternative way for me to think about this particular situation that I'm experiencing right now? Hmm. Yes, I can not check out who the phone is and just disregard it. I can disregard my phone notification. I can actually put it on a do not disturb so I don't get notifications. Ooh, that might be a good one. So choose one of those different thinking patterns that you see, like thoughts, different thoughts. Choose one of those different thoughts that are empowering, that you know that will move you from here to here, and put on the jacket of you doing that. Put on the jacket of, okay, I'm thinking this right now. Okay. I'm thinking I'm not gonna check my phone. All right. And do that. Perform, act as if this is your thought. My thought is, I don't care who has pinged me on the phone. Okay, I'm not gonna check my phone. I'm gonna continue with my work and see where this leads you. More times you do this, the easier it will become, and you get in the habit of choosing the empowered thinking. You'll be questioning yourself at a thought process. This is my thought. Okay, is this thought serving me right now? What is a better way for me to approach this? What is a better thinking process right now? Okay, let me try this one. Okay, how do I feel afterwards? Was that a better one? Am I in a better situation than before? What do you think? Is that something that you can try? Is that something that you can do? Or is it too hard? Ah, man, come on. I have to check my phone. That's a decision, and you have to make that decision. And you have to act upon it. Emotional state. Oh, I so wanted to talk about emotional state, but I will leave it for next time. Next Saturday, next Sunday. Organizing your mind through emotional states. I mentioned to you briefly that we need energy. when we're in a high energy, peak performance, emotional state, we grow, we move, we do, we perform. When we are sad, when we're tired, when we're anxious, and we're mopey, and we're down, we just survive. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So next time, I'll share with you about it. I'll share with you some emotional intelligence tricks. See, that's a cool thing. Emotional intelligence. Have you heard of it? I've What I have heard is that the new meta. That's the new fab. I think fab is something that it's not used anymore, but it's fabulous. It's wonderful. Emotional intelligence is such a powerful way for you to be better, for you to show up better, for you to be a better person, for you to act better. One final thing from me, and I will leave you. Progress today for a better tomorrow. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.